Just put it over there. Hi everybody! Happy Halloween or Happy Samhain, and I've got a pumpkin here that I'm trying to turn on. Where is, there it is. Here we are. This is my happy Halloween pumpkin, come to say, laughing at you. So, I hope everybody's okay. I just thought I'd come on here really quick and just say that my name's meant to be Elvira, not Elvira. And I'm going to a Halloween party today, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit of the history of Halloween and a couple of little ghost stories of my own. So first of all, Halloween it was called Samhain, it originated in Ireland. It's a Celtic festival. It was recognised by the church. People used to carve turnips, and it was a day where they thought that they could contact their dead relatives, and the reason they dressed up as ghosts and spirits and stuff like that was because they thought if they dressed up like things that were scary, the scary things wouldn't come and hurt them. So that's why they did all that. So that was the origin of it. And also Easter and Christmas are all celebrated on pagan festivals as well. I want to say that Christmas is Saturna, but yeah, I think it is. Anyway, so that's just a little bit of history. So it's always been really good fun, Halloween, you know, kids, candy, people dressing up, it's all fun. So I see it in that way, and I absolutely understand if people don't see it in that way, but I do. Anyway, and I'm off to a Halloween party tonight, and we will be having lots of fun, and I just wanted to tell you two ghost stories of my own, okay? So my first ghost story is when I went on holiday. I used to go on holiday, and my aunt still lives there actually. She lives in Kent, and I used to go on holiday with my son, and sometimes my niece came with us one time. And we went to see my aunt. And my aunt is a fortune teller, and she's got a crystal ball, and she tells tarot cards, but she also believes in God and Jesus, and she's got a shrine with both on, and it's quite normal in my family to have that. So she's got, you know, Jesus and Mary in signed kind of statue form, and then she's got a tarot card and a crystal ball, and that's how it is in my family. So anyway, so she did my reading, and then I went upstairs with my niece, and we were sat in the bedroom. And in the other bedroom, my aunt had got these porcelain dolls, okay? These porcelain dolls were really old. They're Victorian sort of type porcelain dolls, and she's got a bed full of them. Anyway, my son was small, and he was downstairs, and he was watching the old-fashioned Batman that used to be on, if you remember it. You know, the one with, you know, where it used to go bang and puff and wham and all that. Yeah, well, that one. So we were upstairs, me and my niece, and then suddenly we heard a bang crash up the stairs, and we heard the door open. I thought, oh no, my son's gone into that room where the porcelain dolls are. He could break one. So we rushed in there, me and my niece, to see whether he'd gone in there, and he wasn't even there. And we were like, oh my God, the hairs on the back of our arms stood up. We thought, well, what on earth was that? Because we both heard it. And in fact, I could probably phone her up and she'd tell you now that what I'm saying is absolutely true, because we were spooked, let me tell you. And it wasn't Halloween, we were just spooked, period. Anyway, so we went downstairs. My son was still listening to Batman. He was fine. And then that was it. You know, we just put it down to memory, and sometimes we remember it and think, whatever was that? We don't know. Anyway, so the second story I have is going on a few more years, and my son was at college. And he went out with his friends, and, you know, I said to him, you know, you've got to get up for college tomorrow, you know, so please don't come home late, because, you know, your education's important, typical mum stuff, yeah? And then what happened was my son had gone out, and he said, okay, mum, you know, like they do. And I was just sat there, and suddenly I heard somebody coming down the stairs again, and I thought, he must have come back. So I went out to see if everything was okay. So I said, are you all right? And he didn't answer me. And I said, there's no need to be ignorant, you know, there's no need to be ignorant. I said, what's wrong? Nothing. I thought, oh, weird. And as this thing came down the stairs, I realised it wasn't my son, because my son at that particular time used to wear a hood, and this thing had a hood. And then I saw it was a monk, and it drifted down my stairs and glided out to my front door, and I was just transfixed. I was like, oh my God, I've got a ghost in my house. But I never saw it again. But I did do a little bit of research and found out that my house was built in a monastery. So that explains why there was a monk in my house. So that's my two little ghost stories for you. So whatever you want to call it, happy Fright Night, like they say in Brooklyn. My friend told me that. Elvira, not Elvira. And happy Halloween, happy Samhain, happy Celtic Festival, happy Fright Night, whatever you want to call it. And I've got someone here. Who's this? Candyman. Candyman? Oh, it's Candyman.
Elvira.
Oh, hi, Candyman.
Be my victim.
Not tonight. I'm a bit tired for all that tonight. You know, I don't really want to do that tonight.
Some very entertaining stories there, though, for sure.
Thank you. I thought so. All I want to say to you guys is, you know, happy Halloween if you celebrate. If not, have a nice evening anyway. And
if you're out in Spain, happy Day of the Dead.
Is it Day of the Dead? I thought it was Mexico. Or maybe.
Mexico,
maybe
Spain.
I think it just went off then. But anyway. So guys, that's all from us. Happy Halloween. We're off to party away. And enjoy yourselves. And don't eat too much candy. I probably will. And I'll probably feel sick. But that's all part of the fun.
They don't call me Candyman for nothing.
That's right. He's got loads of sweets. Bye. Right, so we got...